Hello creative friends, it's Eugenia from Antnx Atelier, and today we're going to be kind of continuing the uh, Antnx Gouache palette. As you can tell, we have done our swatch from the other day, and as you can tell, this palette is great. It has lots of paint. 1.2 kilos of gouache paint. That's a lot of paint. But once I open it, it takes all my desk. The space of my desk is all gone. There's no space now to do much. Yesterday I managed to do a painting with them the way they were. It was only an A5 size. So if I wanted a bigger one, I would be struggling. Of course I can move elsewhere, but I really like the setup of my desk. So I came up with the idea to create a smaller palette that I can fit all of those colors in a small box. So what I thought, I found this container from Nappy Wives. Since I had the kids young, they were in a drawer in with the other toiletries, and I never threw them because I thought that they might be useful one day, and now the day it came. So I kept this box, and the other day I was wandering around in one of those $2 stores, and I found these little containers for the pills. So those ones, they have it's one for each day. So it was a pack of 7, and they have 4 different compartments for whatever, breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, I don't know, all of these different I don't know how to use those ones. Anyway, I'm not using them. I will use them for the gouache. So what I did here, I worked out that I can fit 5 of those in this container. So 5 of those, it's 20. I can put 20 colors the way they are, but my palette has 40 colors. So what I thought to do, I took off the lid because it comes off, and I will show you here what I've done. I got my hot glue gun, and I start filling up lines. So all of a sudden now I have 8 compartments. That would work great actually for watercolors too. But for the moment I want gouache because I want the lid to go on, close, and my gouache will not dry up. It's great for idea for watercolors, but I don't need a lid for the watercolors, as we know. Just like this in a container would be great. So I didn't waste them for watercolors. I kept them for gouache. So I've done 4 applications. I've done 1 application. I waited with my hot glue gun. I waited to dry up. Then I went 2nd application, dry up, and 3rd, and finally 4. Till I build it up nice and straight on here. Then I just got a little bit of glue tag, and I put at the back like this. This blue tag is convenient because they stick, they stay in the place, they don't go anywhere. And if I want to move them around, it's easy. Just take them out and then I just squash them back in, and there's no problem, they stick back again. So that's what I've done up to now. And so I can put away now my hot glue gun because I have already created the divisions on its compartment. And the other thing that I have started doing is on the lids, I'm applying a gesso, and now I'm at the point that I have applied it twice. I know it's beading, but probably I'm gonna have to reapply it another couple of times till it covers completely. And once it's covered all completely, then my plan is to put the colors in the divisions here, and then I can put my lid on and paint the color that its compartments have. So I'm gonna wait to dry. I will reapply a couple more layers of just simple plain white gesso, and I will continue with my video. Now the other thing I will do, as I'm not sure if you watched my review for this gouache paints. They are very much mumble jumble the colors, so I'm gonna have to rearrange them in the way that I want them, in the order that I want the colors. And because this is the order that this palette has come, it's got yellows just everywhere, and it's got greens everywhere, the blues just after the creams, and the yellows, the greens. There are just, anyway, there's doesn't make sense. There's one blue here, another blue there, and some turquoise here. So there's no really sense of color order. So I'm gonna make my own color order. And now by doing this and putting the color on top of my lids, it's like if I have a swatch, which is great. I don't have to redo this one because it actually took me about an hour to do it. So I measure, I spend this time to organize my palette. So I will pause the video for now, and I will see you soon once we'll continue with the color order, and I will show you the final achievement. So there we are again. I have just finally put an order to those colors. The original swatch that I've made for this Antnx palette, gouache palette, it was this. The colors came up in that order, which I found that it's very annoying. I couldn't really make any sense. They're just everywhere, mixed up. There's no value order, there is no color order. So yeah, I had to try to put them together. The other thing is that from the tabs, I couldn't really tell the exact shade, so I had to go by the chart, because once the gouache go on the paper and then dries out, it looks different. So I had to make a kind of, as you can tell, I put numbers on the swatches, the order that I would think to that I would like to put them on. Of course, this order I changed it a couple of times. My first the first one that I've done was this one, so it was very close to what I would like to do. As you can tell from this swatch and order, then I'm getting a little bit better. For me, this is an order that I understand more. The more intense colors on the one side, the more pastels colors on the other side, and the rows to be roughly from in a color order. But again, that I had some problems, because that was the first one. So then I made my third choice, and now I'm much more happier. I think I'm gonna stick with this. All my pastel colors are on the left, the more intense colors they're on the right, and the dark ones. Here I start from the white. I'm going to my yellows, the reds. Here from some pastel beige colors and skin tones, going into ochres and burnt siennas, ombres, and deep red. This looks like crimson. And the other line is all the green shades after the turquoise, and again the pastel purples into the blues, and end up to the black. I think I'm happy with this soda. I will stick to that. So I've made this swatch, and I will go ahead with that. Now this, I'm gonna keep it the way it is for the moment. Eventually I'm gonna rearrange the actual tabs too, but that's not my priority right now, because I want to put I want this order to go in these little tabs here. So as we said here, we put glue tag at the bottom, so it's easy to remove it and then stick it back when we're ready. So I'm gonna do a couple of this how I'm going to fill up those little compartments here. I'm using the spatula, and then I will continue probably. I'm gonna just go fast forward it because it's gonna take me ages by the looks of it. And I don't want you to get bored. So definitely I am, maybe I shouldn't put it onto the top, because once it's closing, I don't want it to just go everywhere after, to overflow. But probably this is good enough. Yeah. Make sure that you don't contaminate the next compartment, and okay. I didn't show you. I've got the lids ready. I've put some gesso on top. It didn't cover completely. I'm gonna reapply a little bit more here, so I can just paint the color, and I'm gonna have the colors on top as I see the palettes. The lids will show what color they are. Like, can go in as I am. Doesn't matter if it's pasty. Well, this is white, so you can't see because it's white. Once it's white, probably I'm gonna just add a little bit here just to cover that spot. And then I'm just moving up. Then I will fix my tub. And what else I will do is, I don't have it ready and I should make it now. I'm gonna spray it with the solution with water, a little bit alcohol, and a little bit glycerin, and then I cover it like this, and it should be okay for quite a while. So I'm gonna just go for a second to prepare that mix, and I'll be back in a second. So there we go. I just put one part of glycerin and one part of spirit, but because I didn't have spirit, I just put clove oil. This is antiseptic too. And I mix it with 2 parts of water, 2 or 3 parts water. And now my spray is ready, so I'm gonna just, okay, it hasn't started. Okay, there we are. Just do a little spritz. I'm putting my lid like this and it's done. Okay, so next color. The next color, it is the number, well, that's the 5th one. It's this one here. Okay. And I'm gonna do this with obviously with all the colors, all 40 of them. Just have to make sure that I don't contaminate the next color, which is a little bit difficult because they're so close to each other. Okay. I'll just put it, keep it clean. And this is hang on, because I need to make it here too, make it flat. Now you don't really need to be so particular with the colors, and that, you know, you can just open them and they don't dry as much, not as fast. You can actually spray them every time you think that they're getting dry, and they will be fine. Most of the artists, that's what they do. Probably because it's my first set of gouache, I am a little bit more, I want to look after it. So 2 spritz, and another one's ready. So after once I put my lid on, I will know exactly which color is in each tub. Again, what's the next one? Then number 3. But in the meantime, I think I am going to fast forward a little bit for you. Otherwise, you're gonna get really bored. We have to go do this for 40 times. That is very time consuming. So I'm gonna put some music for you. this palette, it happened back to front. Normally we setting up the palette and then we're doing our swatches. Now it happened the opposite. I had to do the swatch first and then to set up on palette. I mean, it isn't, I can't say that it is for traveling. I wouldn't travel like to go a trip with this palette because I don't think it's going to be enough paint. It's not watercolor, so you consume them a bit more, but it is definitely enough for plein air. I don't have to carry too much for plein air because how much, you know, how big the painting that it is going to be if it's at the open. Maybe an A4, even an A3. There's plenty paint to make a couple of those paintings. So, but if you want to go a trip for a week or I'm not sure, a month, then this is not enough paint. You're gonna need to organize another bigger palette. But I think it's great for me to. It might be a little bit tiring that to refill it all the time, but definitely it will save lots of space on my desk, and especially if I use it in conjunction with my watercolors, then it will be fine. They will last me a long time without refilling. But the next time I'm gonna have to refill them, it won't be so confusing and so time consuming too, because everything is set up. I know where the colors are going. Possibly I won't have to refill them all. Yeah, so it should be faster the next time. And now all my colors are sprayed and they have the plastic on top. I put the lid which has a foam. That will seal them even better. And I can put it away. Wow. Okay, great. Now I have all my space back. So what I'll do now, I'm going to spray these colors a little bit too. Okay, and I'm gonna put my lids back. Okay, let me make sure that the lid is on properly. Oh, my hands are dirty and I'm dating my swatch. I didn't think of that. One moment I'm gonna have to go and wipe my hands. Okay, we're back. I don't have a tap here in my studio, so I just had to get some wet wipes again. And now also I realize why they don't close that easy. My it's because of the glue, the hot glue. I think I didn't put it. I put it a little bit high, so somehow I'm gonna have to fix it. Maybe I have to cut that area a little bit. I won't do it though now. I might use this paint a little bit, and once it goes less, then I might try to do that, fix that. In the meantime, they're still fine. They're still protected. And anyway, it's only a small amount. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be using it very soon. So, oh, very messy. Oh, my hands. That's all right. It's only gouache. It will clean up as easily. So there is my palette, my swatch, so I can just close it. And then we have all my 40 colors in this little container, ready to go in a much better order. And it takes very, very little bit of space. I can open only the ones that I need, or I can just take out the lid and have all my paints available at any time. So hope that I gave you a good idea how to store your gouache. Even for the watercolors, this is great for watercolors too, but because it has the lids, yeah, I think it's great for gouache. So if you like this video, this idea that I gave you, please don't forget the thumbs ups, even with dirty fingers. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider to do so. We're gonna be doing a lot of art and talking about lots of materials and storage palettes and everything that it involves, you know, art. So yeah, please consider to subscribe, and hope I will see you soon at my next video. Until then, be happy, be creative, and keep painting. And if you're not in the mood of painting, just reorganize your studio, your palette, your brushes, your pencils, anything, just to keep you in touch with your art. So till the next time, bye for now.